Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kanisha Lachey, if you don't already know that. Today I'm in my car on my lunch break. I haven't even gotten my food yet. I was like, let me just sit here and do this video. You guys know, or if you don't know, I've been cranking out videos, so I've been really consistent. I am proud of myself, trying to just get my channel out there before YouTube make all of these changes. So hopefully me posting a little bit more frequent than I already was. I usually try to post at least once a month, but I've been cranking out more videos, just trying to get my channel through this algorithm, honey. But I was like, let me just do a life update. I started YouTube back in, 2 years ago, and I looked at that old video. It was so cringy. I feel like I have come a long way. But anyway, I looked back at that video and it was really short. I did not even talk about like a whole lot. It was really like 4 things that I discussed. So I'm just going to give you guys an update, about what's been going on. And yeah, all my new subscribers can, kind of get to know me a little bit more, because I'm sure they probably didn't go back 2 years ago, which is fine. So let's just get right into it. So when I first made my first video back in, 2 years ago, I was single, but I was in a serious relationship with the guy that I'm married to now. So shout out to my husband, Marcus. If you watching this, he probably not, because I guess we live together and we together all the time. So sometimes he don't watch my videos, which I'm not offended, because most guys don't watch vlogs and all of that. But we met back in June of 2022. So we've been together almost 4 years. Just dating 3 of those years, and like I said, we've almost been married for a year. It's coming up on our anniversary. So yeah, I got married since that first video. Marriage has been great. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm being very transparent. Marriage is great, but it's not perfect. And the most amazing thing is we learn more about each other every day, and we're both trying to work at being better on, things that we need to improve on. So yeah, it hasn't been perfect. And I think any married couple can tell you that marriage is not perfect. It's something you work on, you work at every day. We learn something new about each other almost every day, if not every day. So yeah, we haven't been perfect, but it's been amazing. It's good having a, life partner, and somebody that's gonna be there for you through thick and thin. He get on my nerves sometimes, and he'll probably say the same thing about me, but for the most part, it's been great. And every day we just get up and try to do the best that we can. So yeah, I've gotten married since my first video, and let's move on to the next thing that I need to update you from the first video. I talked about my children. I have 2 daughters. My oldest daughter, she lives in Houston, and my youngest daughter, she is back in Pensacola since she graduated college. And then my son, he just started high school like last week. So both my daughters graduated last year, 2025, kind of like I would say a week apart. My oldest daughter, when I made the first video, she was in law school at the University of Houston. She has since then graduated. She is now practicing as an attorney in Houston. I think she wants to try to take the Florida bar at some point, but she just passed the bar in Houston, and she said it was hard. And I know it was hard, because she kind of disconnected from everything for a while, but she passed the bar on the first try. So yeah, since that video, she is an attorney right now in Houston, and she's doing really well. So moving on to my youngest daughter, she graduated from FAMU, like I said, in 2025, and she is now a first grade teacher. So this is her first time teaching. She has been doing amazing. We started school in Escambia County just like last week or so, and she is doing amazing. Now, she did tell me on the first day, it was kind of rough, which was to be expected. She's never taught a class before. Her degree is not in education, so she's pretty much learning as she go. But this week, she's told me it's been going well, and I always knew that it was something in her that I just felt like she would be a good teacher. But when I asked her about majoring in education when she went off to college, she was like, absolutely no. She went to school with the plan of being a physical therapist. And then, she changed her major to something else in the health field. So she ended up teaching, and so far she likes it. And she always tell me that the kids want to give her a hug all day. And she does have like a really nurturing spirit, so I'm not surprised that the kids really like her. So I'm really proud of both of my daughters. Like I was recording for a regular video this morning, and I was just talking about how I stress the importance of like higher education to my children. So with both of them, I stress the importance of higher education to all of my children. So with both of them graduating college, I am really, really, really proud. All praises to God. God is amazing. Because I have my master's degree. Well, my bachelor's is social work. My master's is healthcare administration. And I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But not sure if my youngest daughter is going to go back and get her master's. She said that she will, eventually, but she's teaching right now, and I'm proud of her. And back to my son. My son 2 years ago was in the 7th grade. He's just starting high school. I was telling my husband and my daughter, I'm really surprised that school just started too, so I don't want to speak too soon. But yeah, he's in high school. He has been so responsible since school has started. He's been getting up on time and all of the things that I was hoping that he's been doing. And it's still early, so fingers crossed that he's just going to continue what he's been doing. But my son likes basketball. What else he like? He touched on football for a little bit, but he didn't really stick with football. He really likes basketball. And like I said, he's starting high school, and really good kid. I don't have any complaints about my son. So I'm just going to keep loving on all three of them, and praying that they stay in alignment with God's will for their life. So that's the update on my children. Now back to me. Like I said, I have a bachelor's in social work and a master's in healthcare administration. I've been working in my field for a long time. I've never used the master's degree. I've only used my bachelor's, which is, like I said, is in social work, master's healthcare administration. What I do is provide services to individuals with disabilities. It can be physical or mental. And basically what I do is counseling. So that's that on my job. Do I see myself leaving? No, I don't. But I don't know, what plans God has for me. And my job is really rewarding. Even if I wasn't in a paying job that allowed me to help other people, I would be doing it in some capacity, in my personal life. That's just one thing about me. Like, I really enjoy helping other people. It's something about it. It's just part of who I am. Like, I really enjoy helping other people in any way that I can. I'm always trying to figure out, like, if somebody tells me something, like, I'm always trying to figure out if it's a way that I can do something to help. But yeah, just to update you on my children. Oh, and my next thing was, to talk about my job and what I do, which I just did that. Now, I do want to let's see, we're at about 9 minutes on this video. Just to give you some fun facts. Actually, I had to go to ChatGPT and ask, like, what are some things I can talk about on a life update, to make my video a little bit longer, since I only touched on 4 little things. And Chat actually gave me a good idea. So I'm going to get those things off of my phone and we will go over that. Chat GPT, like, chat knows everything about me. Like, Chat GPT, like, that's my buddy. Like, I go to chat for almost everything, and my son keeps saying, stop using Chat GPT. He was trying to explain something about every time I use chat, what it's doing to, like, I don't even remember what he said. But anyway, let me get my phone, because I'm sitting here. This DJI is so cool. I'm actually looking at me record this video, just to make sure I don't look crazy on camera. So let's get into those things. All right, so I have my phone, and let's see. Some of the things chat suggested that I can talk about. It says, what life looks like right now, what your typical days have been like lately. So my typical days have really been still just Monday through Friday. I go to work, of course. I try to create content in between lunch breaks, when I get home, all of that. I've been trying to incorporate, creating content on a daily basis, if not every day, every other day. So typical days for me, Monday through Friday, are really, really busy. On the weekends, if my husband has parties that I can help with, I try to help him with those, of course. Since he started the business, we've been really, really busy. So Sunday through Saturday, I will say, is really, really busy for me. On Sundays, I go to church, and if he doesn't have any parties or anything like that, we just, usually try to chill out and, get ready for the next day. But my typical week, I should say, is really, really busy. It also says, how do you feel about this current season of life? I really won't complain about this season of life that I'm in. It's been, every day, just to be honest, hasn't been a good day. Every week hasn't been the best week. But this current season of life, I feel like I'm really just becoming the person that God has created me to be now. And kind of what I mean by that is I have really been tested in a lot of areas this season. And I think, I'm not going to say I think, I know that testing period or phase is really just God's way of drawing me closer to him. So yeah, this season of life, I feel good. I feel strong. Like, I feel like I'm not going to complain, because I feel like if everything always goes like really well for me, like, what's the point of me trying to change and be a better person? I feel like, honestly, you grow and you evolve through pain and hardships. Sadly so. I mean, some people, you can grow when things are going well. I'm not saying that, but I feel like, I will personally speak for me, I feel like I really, really grow when I'm in the hardest seasons of my life. And I'm not going to even complain about that, because I feel like God is really, in those seasons and in those moments, he's really pushing me to be, the best version of myself. And it says, let's see. This says, how do I feel about my YouTube channel right now, and what types of videos I enjoy making the most? I feel okay about my channel. I used to get on here and all the time talk about growth, subscribe, all of that. Yeah, I am working hard, for my channel to grow, but I'm not obsessing with like numbers and all of that anymore. I even said I'm going to stop getting on here and says, sometimes I'll say, now I tell y'all to like my videos and y'all still don't do it. People going to like the video if they want to or not. So I feel good about where I am right now in my journey. Like, I am working to get my watch hours before, YouTube make the changes, but I feel good about my channel right now. Like, I'm not going to complain. Sometimes I look at my views and my stats and I compare it to other channels, small channels that I might watch, and I'm okay. Like, I'm proud of my progress, and I'm proud of how everything, is looking for my channel right now. And it says, what type of videos you enjoy making the most? I really enjoy vlogs. I know it's so many content creators that vlog, and I like it as well, like I've said before, it's encouraged that people find a niche, but I don't want to get tied down to a niche. And I found that my cleaning videos do really well, but I don't want to always be cleaning and recording and moving the camera. Like, that's a lot of work. Like, my hats go off to people that make cleaning videos and do it really well. And I have seen some cleaning videos where they do like really, really well, but that's a lot of work. Cleaning already a lot of work, and moving the camera and all of that too, it's a lot. But yeah, I like vlogging. So yeah. And this also says what you've learned from being on YouTube. I've learned that you got to be patient. Like, some people have videos that go viral 2 or 3 months in. That's just not my journey. So I've learned I got to be patient, and I also learned I need to be consistent. One thing about me, sometimes I'll start something, and it's just being honest, I'm not always consistent like I should be. But I learned with YouTube, if you're not consistent, like, you just gonna fall through the cracks. So let's see. Something I'm trying to work on. I'll talk about that. Something I'm trying to work on as well when I speak about consistency is just trying to spend quality time with God. And when I say that, that's reading my word and studying my word. If I don't know what something means, taking the time out to like study on it, pray about it, ask God to reveal things to me, ask God to help me understand. I don't want to just read like on my Bible app, read a verse a day and call it a day. Like, no, I need to really be consistent and sit down and really study my word. So that's something I'm working on, and I feel like I'm always working on that, and I'm tired of just always working on it. Like, I actually want to grow in that area. And it says, have my friendships changed? And am I making new friends? I still have, like, my solid friend group. No, it hasn't changed. Like, they'll be with me forever, and they know who they are. Like, so my solid friend group has not changed. Do I make new friends? I feel like I make new associates. Growing up, I already heard friends and associates kind of separated, and I see what people mean. So I make new associates. Yes, I do. Let's see. Something that I'm buying or saving for. I'm just trying to be debt free. So I don't have anything in particular that I'm saving for right now. I just want to be debt free. When I say debt free, I'm talking about house paid off and everything like that. And I know that can probably be a long time, but it can't. But you know what? If God wanted to bless me suddenly, He can. So I don't have anything in particular I'm saving for. I just want to make wise financial choices, and I want to, get out of debt. I want to make better choices. I want to have better spending habits. Let's see. My favorite shows or things I'm enjoying lately. I have been, let's see. I don't think I really have a favorite show right now. Like I said, I tell you guys all the time, I love YouTube. I can watch YouTube all day. I can watch vlogs all day. So, what's been challenging? Yeah, and it says balancing work and YouTube. Yes, that's been challenging. And like I said, staying consistent in reading my word, that's been challenging. And that should not be challenging for me. And I'm just speaking for myself. Like, I just have to carve out a time in my day or night and see what works best for me. Because there's no rule that says I have to get up in the morning and spend time with God, or I have to do it at night. Now, I pray all through the day, but I need to make a set time that I can commit to. But I can't think of anything that's been really challenging. It is hard balancing work, YouTube, and sometimes helping my husband, with parties and all of that. But, I do it. I'm able to like multitask. So What's next for me and goals for the rest of the year? Ooh, my goals for the rest of this year is just being consistent with everything I've spoken about. And like I said, as far as like balancing work-life balance, YouTube, our new business, saving. But I have not set any goals for the rest of the year. I haven't set any goals. So family goals, I do want to travel more with my family. I will be honest and say that. I want us to be able to take, more family trips. And it says 5 random things about me right now. Something I'm obsessed with. That's the first one. Something I'm obsessed with is just becoming the best me that I can possibly be. That might sound so like vague or cliche-ish, but I'm obsessed with just becoming a better version of me. Like, that's my answer for that. I want to be the best version of me that I can be. Like, that's literally my answer. I'm obsessed with that right now. Something I'm over. I'm over being a people pleaser. Completely over it. Something I'm looking forward to. Just like I said not too long ago, spending more time with my husband and my children and my family. I was at one of my nephew's party a few weeks ago, and it was just so nice just being around like family. Like, I think the older I've gotten, I see just how important it is to be around family and just the people that you love. Like, so I'm looking forward to more family events and just, spending more time with my family and my friends. Something I'm saving for. I already said I don't really have like one particular thing I'm saving for, but I want to be debt free. And like I said, if God want to bless me to pay my house off today, he can. So, but yeah, I don't have one particular thing I'm like saving for. I just want to be debt free. Something I want to change. I think I kind of already talked about something I want to change as far as being consistent. But let me see, something else I want to change. I can't even think of something I want to change right now. Not to say that my life is perfect. I just can't think of anything right now. I'll just talk about spiritually. There are so many like promises, and when we read the word about fear, anxiety, and all of that stuff, I want my faith to become so strong that if I know it's a particular situation that I'm dealing with and God has already spoken about it in his word, like I want to be so deeply rooted in my faith that I just know that when I get in tough situations that it's going to work out. Like, sometimes I'll still like stress over certain things. I'm not as bad as I used to be. Like I've said in vlogs before, I'm a person that likes to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, all of that. But I want to become so deeply rooted in my faith that I don't stress and worry about things. Like, that's something I want to change about myself. That's all I can think of right now. So yeah, I have gone over everything as far as my life update, and I even added in a little bit more. For you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this life update. I've been wanting to do it for a while now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I am going to go ahead and close out this video and go get me some Pounders for lunch, because that's what I have a taste for. If you're in Pensacola, you already know, like, it's really good. So I'm going to go get me some teriyaki chicken and some vegetables and just enjoy the rest of my lunch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.